Hi everyone, it's Tammy. Welcome to week 10, is that right? Of our 12 weeks of Halloween. 9, 10, yes it is. So welcome, my goodness. Week 10, and this is a really cute kind of a craft, and it's pretty easy, and my first one is pretty, it's fine, but it's not as good as I think this next one's going to be. But I think it's pretty cute, and I think it's kind of fun, and it'll be a neat little thing to put in a care package, or even to use if you were having a Halloween party. And it has a little spider hanging from it, so it's just fun. So let me show you how you do it, and you can just put it on a straw. So I will be using probably the same straw for the next one, but I'll just put this right over here so that you can see what I did. So first thing you want to do is, I have a 2-inch hole punch, and you need two 2-inch circles. So I have 2 of those already cut. Well, one was already cut. Oh, I think I just gave myself a splinter. And then what you're going to do is you're going to also need some hole punch circles too. But for this first one, I am going to take it and kind of fold it, but not really fold it in half, just so I can kind of get an idea of where half is. And I'm just going to put a little mark, like a little cut line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other way, and I can see that I kind of got off center, and that's going to be all right. What this is it's going to give you enough room to put the straw in. Now it will bend when you put the straw in. Of course I can't get the straw in, and that's fine because you want it to be fairly tight around the straw. Oh, I don't have any. What in the world? I didn't cut that very well. I'm just making an X. Easier said than done, huh? I'm just making an X in this little circle so that it can slide on and off the straw. But the little, when the X makes the little triangles on the 4 sides, those little triangles help keep the straw or the hat on the straw. So you want to keep those little 4 circles on there. But that's pretty easy. No big deal. And then on one of those 4 circles, like really close to where those 4 triangles are, you're going to want to put a glue dot and some thread hanging from it. So I need to I need 1 hole punch. I need 1 glue dot. I'm going to take my glue dot, put that really close to one of the circles, like maybe even a little bit in the triangle. I'm going to take some white thread, and I'm going to put that right on the glue dot, and then I'm going to cover that up with this black hole punch. So now I have a circle with a 2 lines cut in it, and then a string hanging off of it. So it doesn't look like much yet. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut this, I don't know, 2 inches down or so. This one's about 2.5 inches down. Your spider's going to hang from there. So I have that ready. And then now I'm going to take the other circle, and I'm just going to cut in the middle up to the middle. So I'm making 1 little slice right on the circle, and then I'm going to take it and fold these parts together so that I can form a pointed hat. And if you look on the inside, you're going to bring the 2 pieces together almost so that they're almost touching. So one's on the inside and one's on the outside though. Does that make sense? See, here's this one and here's this one. So you could almost get by with using half of a circle, but I just feel better using the whole circle. And it's just going to form a cone like this. So now you can decide if you want to use glue dots to glue it on, or if you want to use regular glue, whatever you want to do. I'm going to take a glue dot and put it here. I think I'm going to take some regular glue and put it on the inside one. And I might take some regular glue.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Sorry. My internet is super slow right now, and so I didn't even know I was watching anything. Okay, I'm just holding this together to let the glue dry. And then I'm going to snip off the tip of the hat so that it will make a hole in the hat, and that's going to stick through the top of the straw. I'm just going to make sure that that fits through. Yes, indeed. So as long as it fits, we're in good shape. And then I'm going to put this cap over the brim. So to do that, I am going to use my glue. I'm just going to go around the edge of the brim. And then I'm just going to stick it right down in the center. I'm going to let that dry for just a little minute. And then I'm going to take some thin ribbon, or you could use some twine. I have some thin green ribbon that I'm going to use to put around the hat. So what I like to do is start at the back where the creases of the hat, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. And then I'm going to take my glue and just kind of wiggle it around. And I want it to be on the hat itself. Now this glue will dry clear, so that's important. Okay, and then I'm going to take my ribbon I'm not pulling it really tight because the cap itself is not straight to hold it, so I'm just kind of putting it against the brim, and it might go against some of your feelings, because I know it does mine. I'm like, wait a minute, I have to get that tight on there, but really you don't. When it dries like this one, you can't tell at all, and it looks really cute. So now I'm going to take a little bit more glue and put it on some of the ribbon itself, and then I'm going to cut the ribbon, and that's where it's going to end up. Oh, goodness, if I can cut it. So I'm going to let this dry. I know that right now it looks kind of crummy, but it will dry clear and it will look a lot better. And then I'm going to take my hole punch. So while this is drying, I'm going to take my round hole punch, and I'm just going to cut 1, 2 little pieces out. And I'm going to take a glue dot and put it on top of one of them. And then I'm going to take some black thread and I'm going to overlap it, but I'm going to put one, these are going to be the legs. So I'm going to make one, because spiders have 8 legs, so I'm doing this 4 times. And if you get them so they're kind of crooked and they fall over the other one, it's no big deal because you're going to cut these down even. And I'm just laying it across the glue. And you know what? This one I'm not even going to cut. I'm just going to lay it across the other way. So when the spider has 8 legs, you can take another glue dot and put it right on top of the first glue dot, covering up the 4 strings. And then you want to take your second hole punched circle and put that right on top to sandwich the glue dots and the little legs. So now I have legs hanging off, but they are longer than I want, so I'm going to go ahead and trim those down. I would say about 1 centimeter, and then if you feel like it's too long, you can trim it some more. Oh gosh, I forgot to put the string on the inside. Oh lordy, Tammy. Okay, so before you top it, take the hat and the string that you have from the hat and put that onto the spider. And if it's hanging down too far, then you can obviously cut it off. Goodness. I'm going to use another glue dot just to be sure. Sometimes the easiest projects give you the most difficulty. Okay, so then there's that. Now I'm going to trim off this white. And if you wanted to put some eyes on this, you could use a white pin or a silver pin. I'm going to do that with this. Maybe I'll do it with this one too. I don't know if you'd want to do it on both sides or just one. I'm going to do it on both. And then what you can do when this dries, you should be able to stick the straw through. There we go. I was going to say, of course. But there you go. See how cute that is? It really is cute. I know that I've made it more complicated than it needs to be, but it really does turn out cute. And I think that you really will like it. And once that glue dries, it will even be cuter. But I love the little spider hanging from it. And I don't know, I think it's just a fun little surprise. And it's fun to have, you know, something cute to drink out of. If you were sipping a cocktail or something like that, it would be fun. So this is what more it looks like when it's dry. Yeah, it's really cute. I think you guys will like it. So it is a lot simpler than I made it seem. Maybe I'll make another one here real quick so we can try it again just one more time. because it really isn't that difficult, and I was making it more difficult, I think. So let's try it one more time. Let's see if I have enough black over here to... One, two. All right, and then I'm going to throw all this away. All right, I am going to slice this one so it's to the middle, and I'm going to slice this one as an X. In the middle. So there's an X in here that the straw can fit through. Now this one, I am going to bring it around and bring it so that they almost reach each other, the two little ends. And I'm going to take a glue dot and glue the inside of, oops, and I'm just going to take this. I have some still on here, like it didn't take my whole glue dot for some reason. So I'm going to put that on the real inside. There we go. And I'm going to take some glue just because I don't trust glue dots all the way, and I know that the glue makes it look a little crummy to start, but I trust the glue a little better when I'm gluing paper. And I want to put a glue dot down here to hold the white cobweb. So I'm putting that close to one of the triangles of the X, and I'm going to put my white string down on it, and then I'm going to cover that up with a black hole punched hole or hole punched circle. And the only reason I'm covering it up is just so that it won't be sticky on the inside, and so that, I don't know, I feel like it's more secure. Then I'm going to take my glue and go around the edge of the hat. And I'm going to put that down on top of the X. And then I'm going to take this and just kind of go around the edge too. This is where it starts to look crummy, at least to me. So just have faith in it and know that it will look crummy for a minute, but once it dries, it will be fine. And if you don't want to use regular glue, I think you could probably use glue dots, but I think that regular glue just holds better. So once you have that on there, if you want to put some glue around the base of the hat to add your ribbon or your twine, now's the time to do that. Oops, I just went totally up on the hat. Didn't mean to do that. So let's see, my ribbon is right here. I'm just going to start it on one of the sides. And go around. So yeah, it looks really crummy right now. So I'm not afraid to tell you guys that it will look really crummy before it's finished. Golly, these scissors. And these scissors are kind of new. They're those really supposed to be really good ones, the bumblebee ones or whatever. They're kind of crummy. Maybe they're only really good for paper and not for ribbons. And then I'm going to cut the tip off. Now, depending on how big your straw is how much you're going to want to cut off. So you can see that one's looking a lot better already. I'm trying to pick this thing up. I am going to try to stick it through the straw to make sure I have the hole big enough. Yes. Alright, so I'm going to leave that down here to dry. And I'm going to make my spider. Now I think I am done with the glue. I'm done with the ribbon. I'm almost done with the spool of ribbon. It's kind of exciting. I don't know where my needle went for my glue. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it right this minute. So, what I need is a hole punch. And another hole punch. And a few rounds of thread. And a glue dot. Put the glue dot on one of the circles. You know what I'm going to do this time? I'm folding it so that it's in fours. I fold it in half and then in half again, and now I have 4 strings. And I am just going to take that and put it right there on top. And then I'm going to put another glue dot on top of that. And I'm going to sandwich it. Oh, no, I'm not. Not before I put this on there. Ooh, I almost forgot again. Okay, let's put this on here. However far down you want your spider to be. And now I'm going to sandwich it. And then now I'm going to cut all the strings. I'm going to cut the white one first to get that out of the way. That one's cut really close. And then I'm going to cut the black ones about 1 centimeter away. And I think I just heard my pen fall. Yes, I did. Pardon my head. All right, so now we're cooking. I'm gonna take my silver marker, or my silver pen. I'm gonna give him eyes again. And I'll turn it over and do eyes on that side. And that is that So let's put the straw through there again. And there's number 3 of our shish kebab hats. Looks like this is the, oh no, it's not. I was gonna say it looks like it's the shortest web, but it's not. So yeah, they turned out really cute. If you can see, the second one is drying really well now. So they are really cute. So I hope you guys like this. I hope that you try it. I think that my kids are going to like it. You know, they're 21 and 19. I think that I'll just include a straw with the hat on it in a little basket or, you know, little bag for them for Halloween. Just for fun, because it's fun to do. So there you go. Fun little thing. I think adults of all ages would like this, and kids too. So yeah, if you were serving a little cocktail, I can see that in there. And I'd make them ahead of time though, because you do want them to dry all the way for sure. So I hope that you try it. Hope that you like it. Hope that you have some fun and make Halloween just fun. So stay tuned till next week when we do the last craft of Halloween. I saved my favorite one for last. So I will see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.